Hey loves, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. My name is Tyla and today is episode 10 of the journal session series. This is an interactive series where we journal together and I offer you time and space to write out your answers as well as share mine. Today's prompts are all about different topics, so these are a bunch of really random fun prompts. So let's get into it. All right, so question number 1, what is something silly that always makes you laugh? For me, I'm really silly and goofy, so honestly, like anything makes me laugh. Like a lot of things make me laugh. My sense of humor is very broad, so I be laughing at stuff and people don't even know why I'm laughing, but I'm like, yo, that was funny. Like that is hilarious. And two, I can find humor in anything, literally. And I'm like the type of person where I'll laugh in like serious situations because I don't know, it's just awkward and weird, but like, yeah, I really just laugh at anything. I laugh so much, especially when I go on TikTok. If you guys do not use TikTok, use TikTok because it is so funny and fun. I love TikTok honestly more than any other social media platform right now because not only is it like a lot of really funny and entertaining stuff on there, but it's also very educational. So you know, there's a lot that you can learn from TikTok. I learn things every single day from TikTok. I swear I learned more on there than I ever did in school. Like school, they didn't really teach us anything. But TikTok is a whole different story, especially depending on what you follow because it's different for everyone. For me, I like watching things that are entertaining, funny. I like dance videos, and then I like, you know, educational stuff. But the funny videos, oh my gosh, people on TikTok are hilarious. Like, especially in the comments. The comments are always just the icing on the cake. I crack up all day when I go on TikTok. There's honestly never a time when I go on there and I'm not laughing. And even when I'm like down or I'm having a bad day, I'm like, you know, let me open TikTok right quick. And I guarantee like every single time I end up feeling so much better because I just start laughing at the top of my lungs. So for me, the answer that I wrote is SpongeBob because there's these people that reenact SpongeBob episodes on TikTok and this is so funny. They did one, for example, when, you know that episode, I don't know, if you've ever watched SpongeBob, you know this episode. But there's the episode when he tried to go down to this like rock bottom or whatever. It was really dark. And he had to try and catch this bus, but every time that he tried to get the bus, it kept leaving. And he was trying to talk to the people, and every time they talked, they would like spit their tongue. I don't know, it was so weird. That episode stressed me out so bad because it was like, yo, why can't he not catch this bus? But there's a video on TikTok, and these guys, they always reenact like the really funny SpongeBob episodes, and it is so hilarious. All right, so question number 2. What is a favorite childhood memory that still brings you joy? Now, I know everybody's childhood is different and some did not have a great childhood. So I really do apologize if you did not, or you can't really think of a memory that you really liked. But if you can't, try to think of a memory just from any point. It doesn't even have to be your childhood. Just what is a memory in general that brings you joy if it's not from your childhood? So for me personally, in my childhood, I was very sheltered. So I couldn't really do much, to be honest. I did, you know, go outside and play with the neighbors and things like that. Honestly, that was a highlight of my childhood too, because I spent most of it outdoors with my friends, and then like my sister and my brother, we would always play with the kids outside, like that lived in our neighborhood. We would be playing basketball because we had a basketball hoop at our house, and so the kids in the neighborhood, they would come over and play basketball. This was really in my like high school days though. This wasn't really childhood, but in my childhood, I did have a friend that lived across from me. We would always go play outside. Me and my cousins as well, we always used to like make up dances, and we would do certain things, and we would play games and stuff like that. I used to love that too, to be honest, when we would make up dances, because we all really liked to dance. They did cheerleading, so that was really cool. And then my other cousin, I think she did dance. But Yeah, that was a highlight too. I'm not gonna lie. I really loved when we used to do that. Barbies, cannot forget the Barbies, man. I used to love playing with Barbies. Barbies were my thing. Brats were my thing. My scene was my thing. So I loved playing with toys and Barbies and all that. I don't know if you guys remember, for my ladies, the Baby Alives. I used to love that baby doll. That baby was so cool because it would poop and like you can feed it and stuff like that and change the diaper and everything. I used to love doing that. It was so much fun. But for me, the answer that I wrote is when I would go to the park with my mom and dad and siblings, because we would do cartwheels, we would skate, plus we would play on the playground. I used to love when my mom would do cartwheels with us in the grass and stuff. I always thought that was so cool. That's like a core memory that sticks out to me. And I still go to that park to this day. It's actually not far from where I stay at. So it's always really cool when I go there because I always get reminded of these times and it brings back really good memories for me. Plus, I think that is really cool that I grew up going to that park and it's like I still go there in my adult days. So it's really nice. Question number 3. If you could live in any time period or place, where would you choose and why? Now, when it comes to the time period, this question was a little hard because, in all honesty, I don't really know a time period that I would want to go to. I mean, like, you know, people say that they like the 70s and stuff. If anything, I probably would go to like the 90s or 70s or something, or 80s. But I just really don't want to go in the past like that because, you know, racism was a whole lot worse. If you go too far back, slavery still existed. So it's like, and then when it comes to the future, I would not want to go to the future because I don't even know what's going down in the future. So I didn't even end up picking a time period. I just chose what place I would want to live. So for me, I wrote that I would love to live in either Thailand or Africa. I really like Thailand because there's a lot of greenery and they're surrounded by nature, and I really love that. I also study practices from Buddhism, so I would love to visit their temples. And as for Africa, I would love to go there to connect with my roots and really get to know and learn their practices and culture and get to know the origins of where my ancestors came from. So number 4, what is your favorite meal or type of food and why do you love it so much? Now, this is a good question because who doesn't love food, right? Me, I love me some food. That's one thing about me. I'm not gonna lie though, my appetite is very weird. Like, I don't eat, and I'm not kidding, guys, this is really bad, but sometimes I don't even eat till like 6 in the afternoon. My schedule's so bad, and that's why I started my fitness journey, because I'm like, okay, I need to get on top of my diet. That's the one thing that, yeah, I don't really do well, my diet. Everything else is in order in my life, but when it comes to eating, I don't. And it's like, what I'll do, and it's so bad, is I'll wait that long to eat, and then I'll just start binging from that forward. Like, from the moment that I actually have my first meal, it'll be a nice size meal, and then after that I just start eating mad late, like late at night. I just eat. I don't know why I do that, but I love food. The answer for me, I wrote that I love Italian food. Italian food is my favorite type of food. And it's funny because I want to visit Italy. I just love everything about Italy. Like, honestly, the culture, everything, the arts, the romance, all that. But I love Italian food because I love pastas. I like lasagnas and anything with cheese because I love cheese so freaking much, especially when you got that sauce with it. Oh my God. Guys, don't even get me started, man. It tastes so good. And I just can't get enough. I like chicken parmigiana, I like pizza, I like chicken marsala, chicken alfredo, chicken piccata, spaghetti, baked pasta, fettuccine alfredo. I can eat all of this every single day and not get tired of it. All right, and last but not least, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? This is always a really good question to ask. And it's a really cool thing to think about, to be honest. There's so many different superpowers that are really cool. So it's honestly really hard to pick. Me, I'm afraid of heights, so I can't do anything like flying. I mean, even if I did, to be honest, I probably would get used to it, because once you keep doing it, then it's like, oh, it's nothing. But every time I think about having that as a superpower, I think about like, what if one day your power just stopped working for some reason, you're flying in the sky and you just drop. I think about that all the time. So I never pick flying, even though I would love to be able to fly. I always thought it was so cool how birds get to fly and stuff like that. I would just love to experience that feeling. But for me, I wrote that I would want to have super strength so that I can protect myself at all times, especially like being a woman. You know, I would be able to just break someone's neck in half with no effort. But I don't even mean that in like a aggressive way. But you know, it's crazy out here in this world. So I would like to be able to really just protect myself at any times, and I would be able to save other people too. But I would also want to have like teleportation, so I can just travel to different places in the world at any time that I want. And you know, I don't have to buy a plane ticket, I don't have to go on an airplane. I could just bloop and I'm right there. I honestly want to know your answers to this question, so drop it down below. What superpower would you want? But that's it for this video. I wanted to do something super fun this time, so I really do hope that you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next session. It's every Friday. Subscribe if you're not already. Give this video a thumbs up if you had fun and you had a good time journaling with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.
Look at the streets, you are not my mate. If you become a shop, not be head of state. But my people then go say, I know one buy, I know one die.